Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with The Sopranos. Last time around we had Walk Like a Man. AJ was depressed. Tony basically told him to get over it and go to frat parties. And then he got better? Question mark. Chris has been keeping his distance. And then he honestly just realized that he doesn't fit in with the boys anymore. And he also killed JT. And Tony asked, is this all life is? You know? Mainly about AJ with the, you know, you grow up, you have the depression, you talk about it in therapy, and then what? You know? Just, is this all it is? You know? And, yeah, that is pretty much where we left off. Yeah, that's it. Let's just go ahead and jump right into this episode of The Sopranos. Here we go. God.
Asbesto.
Yes,
Not good.
I'm thinking maybe we should meet Phil's number. Why? I think that would set a terrible precedent right now. Just bend over? When he just became boss of the family over there? Yeah, well, that's the flying ointment.
The fly in
Even
the ointment,
still,
but sure.
I say let him have it.
Just keep an eye on the road.
What? This system's got no balls.
Look at the road! Okay, he's looking at the road. Someone look at the road. I think he's fucking losing it. Is he like tweaking? Is he like detoxing still from the other episode?
So how was your party that day at the house?
Oh, there we go. You hate to see it. This is why I don't trust driving scenes that go on too long. Well, you landed on the wheels.
To go back?
I'll never pass a drug test. What? You gotta get me out. Lose my license.
Well, he's really in a bad way right now. Jesus Christ. I hate these noises. He did not just kill him, did he?
We've been in an accident. Old Pumping Station Road. Past the reservoir.
No, that didn't just happen, did it? Oh. God, how many times can this happen?
That. My friend. Guy I came with. How is he?
Your friend is dead. Paramedics called it in the ambulance.
Breathe in, please. Hold it.
Chris is dead.
Do you know a contact number for his next of kin?
His wife.
Okay. Well, what a start to the episode.
Christopher's dead.
Oh my god!
Calm.
I got
What
it from here.
happened? Oh my god, Tony, he's dead?
Yeah.
Alright.
Good grief.
Let me get dressed.
That is crazy. That is crazy that he just... No... I mean, you could see the thought process. As soon as he said, I'll never pass a drug test, it's just like, look, man, we've been doing this for 6 seasons, but good lord, he's just dead. Oh, and the cleaver hat. Well, we are getting down to the wire on this season, so... Oh.
Right here, Tom.
Hey, Sil and Paulie. And that guy and Bobby.
When he got banged up, He says it's probably gonna be okay.
He's clearly been in a lot worse.
Fucking idiot didn't have a seatbelt on. His chest filled up. Suffocated on his own blood.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Seems like that's the cause of death.
Are they gonna find, like, I don't know.
Anyway, he's going now. Chrissy. Crazy fucking maniac.
The only fucking young blood you
Take
had.
the hot tea. If you were his dad, I was his Dutch uncle. And what the fuck did I do but get pissed off?
Paul, you
Fight
do that
him
all the
over
time. I don't think it's
cocksucking
specific.
fucking money.
Jeez, I can't believe this is where we are in life.
Couldn't have worn his goddamn seatbelt?
Al.
No wonder. He was wackadoo.
Al, stop it.
Ah, baloney. He leaves our granddaughter fatherless.
Is it bad to say that? Is it bad to say that leaving her fatherless may actually be better than having Chris around?
Nucci Gualtieri died.
Stroke.
This is difficult.
Is it?
This is pain
Well, he went
like
back,
I'm
so.
not used to.
We've said before he was like a son in some ways.
See him die like that. Practically in my arm.
God, this is like what fucking.
He's just starting his life.
It's just. Should just drop Breaking Bad spoilers. Sorry.
This is bullshit.
What?
I haven't been able to tell anybody this, but
You're not.
I'm fucking relieved.
Okay, well, he's not gonna.
It was a tremendous drag on my emotions, on my... Let me tell you something. I've murdered friends before. Even relatives.
Okay,
My
thank you for
cousin
telling me.
Tony, my best friend, Bush. But this?
Ugh. Okay. Whew. That was. Wow. I will admit that's the most tame dream he's ever had, but.
Snoring.
Oh. He's throwing that fucking thing away. Can't take any more reminders. You could have just thrown it away, not throw it away.
So hard not to think of Christopher as a child, isn't it?
Katie kind of looks like him, which makes it doubly hard. Of course, that's not going to do her any favors when she hits puberty. That schnoz.
A lot of women found him very attractive.
A lot of people find Tony very attractive, so anything goes.
Obviously, he was violent as an adult, his upbringing, but he adored Aid.
You know, I should make a list of how many people Tony has killed that were important major characters on this show. Because now that I think about it, it is a lot.
When I thought I picked up a twinge of relief,
What?
it just seemed like, I don't know.
How could you even say that? You don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, good, I'm wrong.
Maybe if you did pick up something like that, maybe it's because I was relieved that it was him and not you.
I don't feel bad about that. That makes sense.
This didn't quite go to plan. He's testing the waters.
Hospital again. And you know what? When you were shot, it was Christopher who held me.
When he was sober, he was good.
You know, I told her about the baby seat so she wouldn't feel so rotten.
Okay, are we actually
This guy's
here?
a fucking kite. I didn't tell her that. And it occurs to me, I hand carried this kid through the worst crisis he ever had. I can't go into particulars, but wives, girlfriends,
Yeah.
they can complicate life in a major way. I don't have to tell you that. Now, he talked gratitude. But guess what pity produces in the recipient? They shit on your pity. And that's what broke the camel's back. Because I gotta sit there with people who are hurt. Bad. And I gotta have the long face and the sighing and the platitudes. But I don't feel it. And that makes me feel like a hypocrite. And that makes me mad at them.
Well, at least you admit that. We're back. We're back, guys.
How are you doing?
It's tough.
Eh.
He loved you so much.
You know he did.
He did.
Serious, I can't take it.
It's all right. We're here for you.
It's not.
My God, look at this.
You guys are gonna hang in a while, right? We really should make an appearance at the other wake.
Oh, yeah. The other dude. Or. Yeah. There's not as many people there. Oh, it's Polly's mother. Man! Oh, man, I can't believe we went. We went 2 and 1 on funerals.
Not much of a send-off here.
The room is beautiful, Paulie.
Nobody's in it. What kind of testament is this to the spirit and generosity of the woman?
We're here for you, Paulie. You know that.
Chris would be here too. Unfortunately, he's a little predisposed.
Oh, and I went to a class on the history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Oh, that should be fun.
I mean, it's hard to pick up in the middle.
Yeah.
I might take it next semester. I mean, it's so dicked up over there. And no one knows who started it.
Yeah.
Are you sleeping?
Hello.
Alan, it's Tony. You busy?
Usual shit. Some Japanese guy got his suit ruined at Cirque du Soleil.
Listen, I need a suite.
So all the guys coming off?
No, I'm solo.
Oh, he's getting the fuck out of town. Damn. Just peace the fuck out. There's a private jet. Jeez. For like a split second, I was like, what if he sees Chris's face in the clouds? 23! 23!
No more bets? 33, black.
Oh, that's almost 23.
No more bets? 5, red.
Ah. Well, 23 is red, so it kind of counts.
Hard to imagine for a poet, but Wordsworth was as rich and popular as, say, someone like John Grisham nowadays.
Oh,
But
see that fucking
Wordsworth writes,
pose he's
the
doing?
world is too much
It's all
with us.
contemplative.
Later, he invokes nature.
He's
and-
thinking.
It's about Christopher. He's dead.
What?
It's a car accident. Happened a couple days ago.
That's why his face is all fucked up.
Oh my god.
Who is this? Was she on the show? I don't remember.
It's fucking...
I thought you should know.
Whoever you are. God, you guys are gonna tell me she's like from season 1 and I just can't remember her. Oh, AJ is steadily declining. Well, hey, at least I don't have to worry about Christopher anymore, so...
I mean, why can't we all just get along?
Nobody knows.
You don't have to...
This is the great dilemma of humanity. Okay, Sonia. Was she in an episode? Because it's gonna drive me insane, and I don't... I mean, you guys can tell me, but... Oh, this is her first appearance. First and last appearance, never mind. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure I had that. Oh! Not for the faint of heart. 23. Put it all on 23. They're so high right now. That's not 23.
24.
Oh!
Nice.
But it wasn't 23, so it's not enough. Oh man, that was bouncy.
He's dead.
What?
Eh.
What?
Oh, is it? Did it just hit you, or were you? He's losing it. Whatever this is, this can't be good. You are not about to just drop asbestos into some water. Was it the Dutchman going to the other world again?
I get it! I get it! 'Cause 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 'c
Okay, go for you. Go for you, champ. Well, folks, place your bets. Place your bets now. And I don't just mean on 23. Place your bets, even though you've already seen the show. Are we getting another funeral before the show ends? We've got 3 episodes left. Can they fit in one more funeral by the end of this season? Well then, that is the end of Chris. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of Chris. Christopher Moltisanti is no more. You know, this is going to be a random aside. It frankly has nothing to do with the episode. And I don't know why I just remembered it now. But a couple months back, I just had the TV on, which I don't even watch TV. So I was out in the living room, I was watching some TV. I can't remember why, but they, like, the History Channel had some, you know, one of their series, and it was about, like, the crime families in New York back in the day. And as I was listening to the narrator, I was like, I swear to God, that is Christopher Moltisanti. I looked it up. Sure enough, it was that the actor, whose name is completely escaping me right now. What the hell was his name? I know it. I know it, but Michael Imperioli. That's it. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I could not remember that. Anyway, that had nothing to do with anything other than it just was Chris. But yeah, but that's... I mean... Well, okay, I guess last episode I was looking at it and I was like, you know, what is going to be the resolution? Because we were looking at Chris's story and AJ's story, and we were looking at, you know, what is the resolution that we're getting out of this? Because we had most of it, and I will give it credit that, like, more than with the fucking Artie episode and shit like that, where it's just like, you know, it just kind of stops. At least with those 2 stories, I was like, okay, these are building to something, you know? I feel like, but it was like, you know, whether or not they actually do anything with that is another question, but... You know, I'm gonna be quite honest, short, sweet, and to the point. You know? Short, sweet, and to the point. He just killed Chris. That's it. That is it. I mean, good lord. Season 6, episode 18, they get into this huge crash. Because Chris was high, you know? Season 6, episode 18. And how long have we been at this? You know? I mean, we've been at this for so long. But when was the last time... When was the intervention? You know? When was that? It was sometime in season 4, right? I can't remember. Well, I'm on the Wikipedia page. Or not the Wikipedia, but the Sopranos wiki page. You tend not to go to them, but, you know, here we are. Let's see. Where was the... Okay, it would have been earlier than that. Okay, so the intervention was in season 4. This just doesn't tell me when that was in season 4. But, yeah, so season 4 was when we had the big intervention, you know? And here we are, over 2 seasons later, because if a standard season is 13 episodes with this show, then we are well past that, you know? So, over 2 seasons after an intervention, and he's still high. Now, is it all Christopher's fault? No, but pointing fingers doesn't do anything. I mean, nothing does anything. He's dead now, so... I mean, you can point the finger at Tony, because he's the one who killed him, you know? But man, with like, almost no hesitation... They have the crash, they roll over, they're both pretty fucked up from it. And Chris, just says like, "Oh, I can't pass a drug test. You gotta help me." And without saying anything, without, it's without, I don't know, without anything else, you just, all you do is you watch Tony's face and you see the thought process. You know the thought process because you have the exact same thought process, honestly, about here he is. He's on drugs again. And you think about how many times, season 6, episode 18, so many fucking episodes, and you just think, oh my god, he is doing it again, and it just got them into this huge accident. You know the exact thought process. So when Tony puts his hand over his face, you know exactly what he's doing. He's getting rid of him because he's too much of a liability. He has been too much of a pain, Because that's what Tony does, When Tony has a pain in one of his men, he gets rid of them, Some of them, technically, get rid of each other, But Richie, he did not kill Richie, but he would have gone, and he would have had to do that with Richie anyway. TB caused a problem. Jackie Jr. caused a problem. Ralphie caused a problem. Puss. Adriana. That's the thing. When they become too much of a problem, for whatever reason, they're gone. Feech. Feech, good for him. He made it out alive. Granted, he's an old man, and he's going back to prison. He'll probably die in prison anyway, but at least he can live those years, read a couple books, and then just die of old age in a prison. Is that great? No. But would you rather be suffocated by Tony Soprano after a huge car accident? I don't know. I think I'll take the dying of old age, Even if it is in a prison. I don't know, man. That's it. That is the end of Chris. And I can't believe, too, that's the beginning of the episode. Like, how many minutes? 8. You'd be generous, you would say he dies around the 9-minute mark. 9 minutes. And he is gone. That's a hell of a way to start the episode, But then he can't even be sad about it. It's interesting because it's like, I think there is some level of... I don't know if you necessarily call it regret, but I think there is some sadness in, killing Puss. Specifically Puss. Like, everyone else, probably not, but Puss, I think, yes, Even though he betrayed him, He betrayed him to the feds, and so they had to do it, and they had a lot of new feelings of anger and hatred and betrayal with Puss. But quite honestly, I think he feels the most bad about that, because that's the thing. He doesn't feel bad about Chris. He just doesn't. He does not feel bad about Chris. He feels bad that it turned out that way, but he does not feel bad. He feels relief that is now gone. That this burden, this 6-season-long burden is off his shoulders now. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He feels nothing. Makes him feel like a hypocrite. He feels nothing, and he has to... But I kind of like how he says, he knows why other people are hurting, He understands it, but he can't... He can't take their hurt, He does not sympathize. He does not really empathize with it. He does not feel this actual pain. He understands it, but he doesn't... He sympathizes, but he does not share in it, And it just makes him angrier. Why can't we all just get along? So it's interesting with AJ. because it's like, well, you know, because after they beat up the one dude, I was kind of thinking like, okay, so is he like, this is how he's getting back in, how he's getting back is that is he finding joy in violence, but he doesn't, which is interesting. And it is very interesting, it's just the why can't we all get along, Why is there violence in the world? It is, unfortunately, and this is kind of the truth of the world, is that it is survival of the fittest. Now, one thing about that I will say, the whole survival of the fittest, I do kind of believe in that, but not exactly the definition that a lot of people would use, Because I feel like a lot of people use the definition of survival of the fittest on an individual level, that, having strength comes from your own individual, prowess, I suppose. Not really a great way of saying that. But I tend to view it slightly differently because, you look at some of this. I mean, you can kind of see it in other shows where it's just like, oh, why do you, maybe there will be like this strong character and this, what someone would deem a weak character. And it's like, well, why do you protect them? The strong survive, the weak die. And the way I view it is, well, they are not weak because they are with this strong person. Their strength is this other outside force, And so that's kind of how I view a lot of that, and it is sort of it doesn't necessarily apply to these situations in these episodes. I don't know, but I mean, maybe you could look at it. If we took that, like the black kid, if we took him and the leader of AJ's friends and just put them in a one-on-one fight, who would come on top? We don't know. But the fact that there were 5 of them against one of him, and he was probably injured from, crashing into that car door, So it just becomes at that point he was not the strongest, so. But that's the thing. I mean, if anything, it's like, why is there so much violence? Why can't we just coexist and all this stuff? It's like, honestly, and a lot of this stuff is like, why can't Tony and Chris just exist, Why have there been so many problems? And, you could say, well, is it Chris's fault for their problems or is it Tony's fault for their problems? Like, is Chris to blame for his own death or is Tony to blame for Chris's death? And it's like, I don't think, you can't really get down to it like that. Like, it does become a sort of, survival of the fittest, in a sense, but it's just, it's animal instinct, it's the food chain, it's the top of the food chain, and Tony is at the top of the food chain, essentially, so Tony's at the top of the food chain, and at a moment's notice, you, lower on the totem pole, can be taken out, And so that's the thing, is like, it's, why can't humans just get along? Like, I remember there was a joke, I don't know if I've said it on this show or not, but there was a joke on a video game Let's Play series where they were talking about, human conflict, and one of them just kind of jokingly says like, oh, I think there's been human conflict since one human looked at another and was like, you're not me. Oh, and then they just fight each other. Like, that's it. That's literally the bulk of human conflict. Like, since there were 2 people and one of them looked at the other and said, you're not me. I mean, it's just animal instinct, We try to... We have all these extravagant things, We have language. We have, this incredible shelter with all this technology that's around us and everything. But at the end of the day, we are still fucking animals, We are just animals. And that is why our society has played out the way it has, There are wolves and sheep, There are wolves and sheep. And sometimes there are sheep that have wolves that protect them, you know? That's the thing. It's like, it's not just a, you know, it's not just a you against them. It's, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why, but yeah, it's like, why can't we all just get along? You know? It's a thing of like, we're complicated and not complicated at the same time, you know? Because there is a lot of nuance of like why certain people can't get along, all these different things, you know, why Chris and Tony ended the way they did, you know, why all these things happen. But at the same time, there's also not a lot of nuance, and it is very simple. It's just animal instincts, you know? So that's the thing, you know? That's the thing. It's animal instinct. We are all animals. You know, we are all animals with our animal instincts and our animal problems, and the only thing that we can hope to do in our lives is survive, and have a good time at some point, you know? That's kind of it. And if you can get behind that, then, you know, that is good, you know? If you can survive in this world and have a good time, I think that's good. I think that's really good. And, you know, your definition of having a good time varies from everyone else's, you know? And, you know, some people, their idea of that, of their survival will, you know, be hinged on ruining someone else's. That's the worst scenario, you know? But it's just how it happens. That's how the dice roll. I mean, it really is just kind of a roll of the dice, and I don't know. Have I made a point? I think. I hope I've made a point in the past 10 minutes of whatever I was talking about. But all of this to say, Chris is dead, and it is sad. It is very, very sad. And we got 3 more episodes of this show. We're not taking any breaks either. Technically, after the next episode, we would have a break because I'd be on Christmas break, but I am going to make sure that I get these all done, and there's going to be no breaks in these last couple episodes. We're going to go right through them, and then after that, we're going to start a new show. So yeah. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Sopranos reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.